Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I just share some of the thoughts, ideas that I've been thinking about, some of the things that have been happening in my life. In today's video, I don't know, I have a lot to talk about. Today, I think, was genuinely one of the coolest days I've had in a long time. But that's mostly because of how yesterday I finished the day and like was super happy with what I did, and I had a plan for what I needed to do today. So basically, the first thing that I did today is that I just basically listened to a bunch of book summaries on Blinkist, because basically I was trying to come up with this account of what AI is from different perspectives and just trying to find the right way to define it for this AI video that I'm working on. And basically I just there are some playlists on Blinkist that are basically related to AI and machine learning, and so I just listened to both of them, and it was just super cool because I got some good ideas from those. And like I actually a lot of the books were too high level, or maybe not written by people who are deep into the technical details of AI. And that actually gave me some basically pointers of how I can approach this with this unfair advantage that I have, which is I do understand the concepts to in a different way than these people do, because I actually work on this stuff. And it's just been such a cool thing to do today, and I've really enjoyed it. Like I've learned a lot from this, and I just had this feeling of progress, and was just super proud today of what I've done. And so basically I just continued working on the script for that video, little by little. I also had this realization that maybe I could go back to Georgia Tech and do my PhD there. Like I got actually really excited because basically they have this PhD program that's for ML, and the professor that like I really like and admire is actually one potential PhD tutor. I don't know how if PhD supervisor is not PhD tutor. Sorry, that's in French. I'm just translating directly. That's tuteur, but PhD supervisor. And basically, I saw his name on that list, and I just got super excited about the possibility of me maybe doing that once I get French citizenship. And this just got me back into this mood that have not been in a long time. Like just basically allowing myself to dream and take bold action towards the things that I believe in. And this is probably just it just opened me up. It opened my brain up to allow myself to dream, and it's also somewhat of a forcing factor because that's a big decision to make. I also looked if my current company have offices in Atlanta, and maybe I could move there, get a job there, and really just move back there and do my PhD maybe part time, or maybe move back there for the job and then get back, start taking the classes here and there for the PhD program, maybe just one class per semester, however long it takes for me to do the PhD. And I just this whole world of possibility just opened up again. And so it also got me thinking into, okay, this sounds like a one-way door decision. So I might do this, but in the meantime, let me try out some other stuff that I can do, but with basically more reversible decisions. So basically, I have these vacation days. Hopefully, when I get French citizenship, I can maybe switch back to a Luxembourgish contract. Um, like mostly because of the salary difference. But I will still live in France, obviously. But yeah, like I've been thinking that okay, maybe I can do that, and also like before switching back to a Lux contract, what I can do is just take the days off, like take 2 weeks off, and just use those 2 weeks to just work on YouTube and like make progress in this area, like basically just have it be my job for 2 weeks, and it will be like a good experiment for me to, you know, work every day on machine learning and like on conveying ideas and basically get this part of my life in motion. And this would be a good experiment for me to maybe like later on in the year take a 1 month leave, 1 to 3 month leave. So maybe I can, like the next step would be a 1 month leave, and then I can take a 3 month leave. Um, like just basically do it incrementally, and like in this 1 month leave I can just dedicate, like have a 1 month challenge where I'm making one video a day that's related to ML, and like making that be my main job, and it will be like just a fun challenge to do, just for me to really get this YouTube thing going and like try it out as an experiment and see what comes out of that, and basically not have this be like a big decision. So it's just like small experiments here and there that will allow me to move a bit closer to my ideal future. And basically from then on, like if that experiment goes well, like depending on the outcome of that experiment, I can decide whether I do want to pursue a PhD program, and I can start basically going back, maybe getting more information about like how to sign up again for the PhD program. Like I think I do have an advantage, like from the fact that I have a master's degree from Georgia Tech. I think like if you have a master's degree from Georgia Tech, like you're not going through a whole admissions process if you want to do a PhD also at Georgia Tech. So I think that's cool. So maybe basically I'll need to start figuring out how I can make this happen. And in the meantime, I can maybe apply to positions that are in the US, and basically just move there, move to Atlanta, and just figure the PhD stuff while I'm there, and then figure out whether I still want to work full time at my job or quit my job and like do my PhD full time. I just like basically came up with this whole plan of baby steps that allow me to gain a bit more of information before making a radical decision about my life. And I just got so excited about that today. Um, and it completely changed my perspective on like what's possible again, and like reinvigorated me to have this like drive and like just push. And now that maybe that I'm thinking, okay, maybe I will move to the US in the next year or 2 years. So basically, I have to uh, do all the stuff that I need to do here. So basically, start my podcast about women, and like try to have these conversations with these women and like put that content out before I leave, because if I leave then I'm gonna lose all of the community that I've built. But I want to do this before that happens and just have this here. So that's one thing that's like, it's a good forcing factor to think that you might actually leave and you might not have as much time as you think you have in a place, like for example as much time as I think I have here. And it will be a good forcing factor to just basically get me to like to take action on these ideas that I've been mulling over in my head, that I've been thinking about for a while. um, and I don't know, it's just super cool. I'm just super happy that I got to think about this and like have this perspective change. Yeah, there's just this whole world of possibility that opened up, and I'm just grateful that I'm able to see that now, and that I'm able to think about this and like have these options in my head of maybe next stepping stones in my life and next things to go after in my life. And I don't know, it's just kind of cool to start doing this. And I'm also thinking like, yes, I'm 26, and I do think that in the long run, Europe is the place where I want to be. Like I want to settle down and have kids in Europe. But in the meantime, I'm 26, so there is no other better time for me to just go to the US and take these risks and like get my PhD and do all of this stuff. So like it's a good forcing factor to have these things at the back of my mind and like just have this freedom and possibility, like sense of possibility of what I can genuinely do and the things that I can pursue. And it's just a good reminder, like if there was ever a time for me to pursue these crazy things and take these risks, it's now. I mean, now. Probably not now, but probably in the next year, as soon as I have French citizenship and I've tried out more stuff with this YouTube thing, and like I'm taking like baby steps towards like making this YouTube thing more concrete. But yeah, like just as long as I keep going, I think that's the most important part. So I'm just trying to make it like part of my life in a way that basically I build up to having this big chunk of time where I can work on this, and that I'm sure that I can make the best of it because I've tried it on a smaller scale before. And right now, what I'm doing is like I'm trying it on a smaller scale. Like on the weekends, I work on ML stuff and I read ML stuff, and I work on the scripts for my videos. And these weekends are like somewhat prototypes of the 2 weeks that I want to take of vacation just to work on this. And that 2 weeks of vacation that I want to take just to work on this is gonna be a prototype for the maybe 1 month of unpaid leave just to work on this, 1 to 3 months of unpaid leave, and those 3 months, like it will be like a 1 month challenge or like a 90-day challenge where I just go all in and like post email videos every day and like do the editing, film the content, read about it, explain it, and do all of this stuff in 90 days and see what comes out of that. And yeah, it's just all about having these small pieces of evidence that basically give me the confidence that I can jump onto the next step and like take a slightly bigger risk. So from these weekends, like 1 or 2 days, to taking 2 weeks of vacation just to work on this, and then taking 1 month of unpaid leave just to work on this, 1 to 3 months of unpaid leave just to work on this, just to build confidence that 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 investment, that time investment, that 2 weeks that I'm gonna take from my vacation will be put to good use, or that month of unpaid leave where I'm not gonna get paid for 1 month, so I'm just gonna dig into my savings, is gonna be worth taking, and that I'm gonna be putting it to the best use and actually doing what I need to do in that period of time. And it's all about building up, like building my way up there. So yeah, in like genuinely today, I just feel so happy and so grateful for all of the stuff that like for all of the things that I get to experience in my life. Like how cool is this that my um like that I'm able to try these things out and that I'm able to explore these curiosities of mine and take these small risks at a small, basically, scale, and then work my way up from there. So yeah, this is this is really good. I'm just happy that this is how I spent my day, and I'm just I don't know. I don't think like today was genuinely one of my most well spent days in a long time, and I'm just so happy that I got to it, and that I don't know. I'm just excited about this, about all of this world of possibilities that's ahead of me, and I just want to make the most out of this and not get complacent and like realize that basically just make myself realize how lucky I am to have all of these opportunities, and basically try to make the best of these opportunities and not squander them. Um, yeah, these are the things that I try to remind myself of, that are super important for me to just, start working my way towards. And yeah, in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep dreaming about these things and like keep trying to take small actions towards these dreams of mine, and obviously documenting the process by telling you all about this. Yeah, I'm just super grateful for all of this. Also today, like I edited some of these same videos, but from April. So right now it's October 2023, but these videos are from April 2023. So that's when I had my applied science interviews. That seems like ages ago. And a lot has happened in the meantime. I've had lots of ups and downs. But like actually the ones that I edited today, I scheduled them for next week because I will be in Morocco. So I won't be able to edit there. But basically I scheduled them ahead, and basically like the ones that I just finished editing are like literally at the peak of my studying towards this applied science interviews, and I had worked so hard, and I was proud of how far I had come and all of the progress that I've had come to, and like basically I was just saying that like how grateful I was for that opportunity to just be able to have these interviews. And regardless of the outcome, I was satisfied. And probably as you've like known already from this channel, is that basically nothing came out of that. But still, it was like it was a good way for me to have to reinstill this confidence in myself and in my machine learning abilities, and right now I'm building on that. So it didn't go as I wanted, but I still learned a lot from it. And it's these moments like this that I realized this, like, that was a great experience for me to learn from. And even though it did not work out in the way that I wanted, it was an experience worth having. And it's an experience that I still cherish to this day, because it just gave me back this confidence that I thought I had lost. Actually, this confidence that I had when I was back at Georgia Tech, like, I think just because of how hard it was, I had gained this confidence that I can do hard things because I put myself in like a situation where my life was super hard. But when I came out from that, I just had like this deep-seated sense of confidence. But then later on, like things got in some sense easier, because the challenge was not an intellectual challenge; it was more of a discipline challenge. And I've gone through lots of ups and downs since I started working full time. But now I'm just really instilling this sense of deep confidence in myself and in my abilities just through my actions. And I think that's the one thing that's the most important to me right now, is just to keep working towards that, like just work to prove things to myself, and basically have this relationship with myself, like basically have this sense of respect for myself and the things that I've done, regardless of what the external outcome is, and just attach my like uh, like basically just value that part, like value the inputs rather than the outputs. And yeah, I mean I'm so glad that I was filming these videos because it's so cool to see myself in a period where I was really working hard, and like it just reminds me of like how much capacity I have, and all of the things, all of the hard things that I can do, and it's just inspiring in some sense. Like, I know it's like weird to say that I'm inspired by my past self, but it is in some sense that like it just helps me have this deep-seated sense of confidence that comes from actions rather than delusion. And sometimes we forget all of the stuff that we've done, and it's good to have reminders that of, oh, you can do this because you did this, and like just reminding ourselves like of these things, like just helps me at least approach life in a much more serene way, in a much more um, I don't know, in a wiser way in some sense, like calm confidence that comes from the past rather than from delusion. That's what I think is the most valuable thing here. So yeah, that was all I wanted to talk about for today. You can click here to watch my previous video on this channel, so the one right before this one, and you can click here to watch my latest video on the channel overall. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, night, whichever time of day it is where you are right now. Bye for now, and I will hopefully see you in the next one.